Good morning, student. Welcome to Step Up Academy, the clear vision to study. This is your chemistry teacher Alka Godara, and today we will start our day from the quote of the day, which is "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." So, the best of yours, be the best of yours. Today we will start from the chapter 1 of chemistry, which is some basic concepts of chemistry, and its important topics are importance and scope of chemistry, nature of matter, laws of chemical combinations, Dalton's atomic theory, atomic and molecular masses, stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations. Chemistry. It is the branch of science which deals with the composition, structure and properties of matter. Antoine Laurent Lavoisier is called the father of chemistry. Branches of chemistry. If we see the branches are inorganic, organic, physical and analytical chemistry and many more. In inorganic chemistry is concerned with the study of elements other than carbon and their compounds. Organic chemistry is the branch of chemistry which is concerned with the organic compounds or substances produced by living organisms. In physical chemistry is concerned with the explanation of fundamental principles. Analytical chemistry is the branch of chemistry which is concerned with the qualitative and quantitative analysis of chemical substances. In addition to these, biochemistry, war chemistry, nuclear chemistry, forensic chemistry, earth chemistry, etc. are other branches of chemistry. So there is the chemistry in our everyday life. We can see the chemistry is everywhere. Matter. What is matter? There will be a question arises in our mind. What occupies some space and have some mass is called. So it is matter. Anything which occupies some space and have some mass is called matter. It is made up of small particles which have space between them. The matter particles attract each other and in a state of continuous motion. Matters have been further divided on the basis of their chemical and physical properties. Based on physical properties, we divide the matter in solids, liquid and gases. In solids, they have definite shape and a definite volume. All particles are very close together. You can see easily in this picture, we can see easily that the particles are very close together. In liquids have indefinite shape and definite volume. Particles are not very close together. And in gases, they nor have indefinite shape and an indefinite volume. They have indefinite shape and definite volume. They haven't definite shape and definite volume. Particles of gases are very far apart and move very freely, like air. We can see. Some examples of matter includes are air, water, living things, metal, books, table, chalk, etc. So everything we see around us are matter. Based on chemical properties, matter had been divided into pure substances and mixture, and pure substances further divided in elements and compounds. Pure substances are the substances which have particular atoms attached with it. Like if we see the elements, look at a periodic table, there are 113 elements in the periodic table. Elements, what are elements? Elements are the atoms, same atoms combined with each other are known as elements. Like hydrogen is combined with hydrogen and which will make an H2 element, okay, or H2 molecule. In compound there will be different atoms will combine with in a definite proportion, like H2O, water. We can see 2 hydrogen is combined with 1 oxygen. That will call compound. Okay, maybe if you have any problem, I can revise also. Element have same atoms like hydrogen which will make H2 element, nitrogen N2 element. But in compound there will be different atoms combined with each other, like water H2O, like glucose C6H12O6. Okay, Mixture is further divided in heterogeneous mixture and homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture, we can't see it from our naked eyes, like a solution of sugar. Okay, the mixture in the which is have same proportion, like which have like air mixture, liquid mixture. So we can't see it from our naked eyes. Like air is the example of homogeneous mixture, the milk, the sugar solution, these are the example of homogeneous mixture. But in heterogeneous mixture, we can easily see it from our naked eyes because they are the colloidal solutions. Like fog, you can see easily fog, the oil and water solution. So these are the example of heterogeneous mixtures. There are 5 basic laws of chemical combinations that govern every reaction. They are law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportion, law of multiple proportions, Gay-Lussac laws of gaseous volumes, and Avogadro law. Let's start from law of conservation of mass. Antoine Lavoisier established the law of conservation of mass. It states that the matter can neither be created nor destroyed. In other words, we can say that during any physical or chemical change, the total mass of reactants is equal to the total mass of products. Law of definite proportion. Joseph Proust showed that a given compound always contains exactly the same proportion of elements by weight. Okay, the same atoms will combine with the same proportion according to their weight. Law of multiple proportions. Dalton proposed the law of multiple proportions. According to this law, if two elements can combine to form more than one compound, the mass of one element that combines with the fixed mass of other element is in the ratio of small whole numbers. Like if I can take an example for you, like glucose have 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen and 6 oxygen combined with that. Okay, so what will be the whole number ratio of this compound? So the whole number ratio will be CH2O. The CH2O is the ratio of the glucose. So this is your law of multiple proportion. The two elements combine and form more than one compound and they have a simple whole ratio for this. Okay, Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. What is Gay-Lussac's law? When gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in a simple ratio by volume, provided all the gases are at same temperature and pressure. At the same temperature and pressure, the simple ratio of volume go through a chemical reaction. This is your Gay-Lussac's law. What is Avogadro law? At the same temperature and pressure, equal volumes of gases contain equal number of molecules. So now we will read about atom. What is an atom? Atom is an indivisible particle for which we cannot further divide it. So it will be the smallest particle of the earth, that is called atom. According to Dalton, in 1808, Dalton published a new system of chemical philosophy in which he proposed the following points. Matter consists of indivisible atoms which are not further divided. Okay, all the atoms of a given element have identical properties because they have same number of atoms. Like hydrogen element have same type of atoms like hydrogen. So they have identical properties including identical mass. Atoms of different elements differ in mass. Different elements means like H2O. So hydrogen is combining with oxygen. Those different elements are combining with each other, so they have different properties. Like glucose, C6H12O6. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are combining with each other in a definite proportion, so they have different properties. But elements have same atoms like H2, N2, O2. They have the same atoms, so they have similar properties or identical properties including their identical mass. Compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. Okay, compounds When different atoms combine with each other, they will called compounds. Chemical reaction involve reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Okay, what is a chemical reaction? When we reorganize the atoms uh, in when we reorganization of atoms going through and the product will form, that will called a chemical reaction. What is atomic and molar mass? We can see in this picture also the atomic mass unit is AMU and the molar mass unit is gram per mole. One atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1/12 the mass of one carbon 12 atom, and 1 AMU is equals to 1.66056 into 10 raised power 24 gram. Today AMU, which is atomic mass unit, has been replaced by U, which is known as unified mass. Here is an example of H2O2. You can see it and understand it. Some important terms of this chapter which is useful for you when we will do the questions. Let's read it. 6.022 into 10 raised power 23 is called Avogadro's constant or Avogadro's number. A mole is a collection of 6.022 into 10 raised power 23 particles. 1 mole is the amount of a substance that contains as many particles or entities as there are atoms on exactly 12 gram or 0.012 kilogram of the carbon 12 isotope. The mass of 1 mole of a substance in gram is called its molar mass. What is molar mass? The molar mass in grams is numerically equal to the atomic or molecular or formula mass in unified mass. What is molarity? Molarity is the number of moles of solute in per liter of solution. Unit is moles per liter. What is molality? Molality is the number of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent. Atomic mass. Average relative mass of an atom of an element as compared with the mass of a carbon atom taken as 12 AMU. Atomic mass expressed in gram is called gram atomic mass. Molecular mass. Sum of the atomic masses of elements present in a molecule. Molecular mass expressed in grams is called gram molecular mass. Formula mass. Sum of atomic masses of all atoms in a formula unit of the compound. What is an empirical formula? An empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound, like glucose C6H12O6. What will be the empirical formula of glucose? It will be CH2O. CH2O. When we will calculate it in a whole ratio, it will come CH2O. So that will be the empirical formula for glucose. Molecular formula shows that exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. Like glucose C6H12O6 is the molecular formula, and the empirical formula for glucose will be CH2O. If the mass percent of various elements present in a compound is known, its empirical formula can be determined where n is a simple number and may have values 1, 2, 3. Molecular formula equals to n. Further we will do the questions, then it will be helpful for us. Some top formulas for you when we will do the questions in the next chapter are mass percent of any element equals to mass of that element in the compound divided by molar mass of compound into 100. Mass percent equals to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. How we will calculate mole fraction? Mole fraction equals to number of mole of a particular component divided by total number of moles of solution. How we will calculate molarity? Molarity equals to number of moles of solute divided by volumes of solution in liters. Molality, number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilogram. Moles of an element equals to mass of element divided by atomic mass. mass of one atom equals to atomic mass divided by 6.022 into 10 raised power 23. Moles of a compound equals to mass of compound divided by molecular mass. Mass of one molecule equals to molecular mass divided by 6.022 into 10 raised power 23. So this is all for your this chapter. In the further we will study the different question related to this chapter in our next video. Thank you. Stay positive, keep smiling, and stay with Step Up Academy, the clear vision to study.